Everyone. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back again to my channel. It's a real Edo girl. So, hi everyone. This evening we are going to teach, we are going to talk, and we are going to have a conversation. Okay. So, what am I going to talk about today? Is the sentence or the language that most African guys normally use. Okay, gold digger. Hey, that language, gold digger. It is a very prominent language in Africa, among African people, in so many conversation. Gold digger. That language is a very, very strong language. Okay? It's a very strong language in the sense that that language, that sentence, hold a lot of African women down from advancing in their life. That language hold many of them down so much that mentally, financially, spiritually, physically, they cannot advance in any way. So before I continue, if this is your first time of seeing my video, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share to some women or to your friends, okay? So that they can be able to join this conversation, because we as African women, we need to wake up. We actually need to wake up. We have slept so much for years and we need to wake up. You know, most African men normally use this language like, oh, a gold digger, gold digger. The moment you ask them, what are you doing for a living? The next thing is gold digging. If you ask them for just little basic thing, is gold digging. You want to go dig them. What is really annoying me about all this stuff is these are the group of people that have nothing to dig. Nothing to dig. When you talk about relationship, when you talk about marriages, when you talk about a lot, they have practically nothing to dig. But they are the number one group of people or men that normally accuse women of gold digging. You want to go dig me. She's asking for money. Just basic thing. They will accuse you as a woman that you want to go dig them. You are going out with them for money. You want to go out with them for money. Things like that. They always have that perception of you want to take something from them. These are a group of men that can get you pregnant with bunch of babies. Most of the women throw away their career, throw away their lives, throw away a lot of things and get married to poverty, because practically many of them are very poor. Many of them, even if they are doing very well, they can't practically do anything for you as a woman. They can't practically do anything for you as a woman. Just maybe get you pregnant or something. So I'm very surprised so many times when many African women are accused of gold digging, because we grow up in a society whereby when you talk about financial status and everything, many women are very, very poor. Many women are not doing good, even from the government to the marriage institution. The government is not doing anything for any African women, neither for the children that come out from their womb, neither for the women, nothing. We don't get anything for free. Neither the women are in the position of power. Nothing is zero. When it comes to marriage, most African women don't have any benefit when it comes to marriage, apart from children that they have to raise alone for the rest of their life. And you still see most of these guys like saying that women want to go dig them, women want to collect something from them when they practically have nothing that women can benefit from. Most women are married to men that have money. Many of them don't see that money with their eyes. Many of these men, they practically have all their properties. cars, everything on their names. Most African men will not just buy a house. Most of them, majority, buying at large, they will not buy a house like they will put their wife and their names on houses, mansions, properties, nothing. Cars, they don't put their names. Even most of the time, when all these women receive gifts, things like that, most of the cars and all these things are still on the man's name. So the moment that you decide to break up, you are going to submit everything. So where is the gold digging coming from? And the most painful thing about all this gold digging is like many women are already mentally put into prison. They are guilty, and most of the guys are angry. When you will see a guy that will spend like 15 euros or 100 euro on a woman, that guy wants to snuff the life out of that woman. The moment the woman chooses to walk away, the moment she chooses not to want that relationship again, it becomes a problem entirely. And these are the group of people that talk about gold digging. Somebody is gold digging, gold digger. Where is the gold that the women are digging? Where is the gold? The face of the African women has always been poverty, children poverty, lack of clothing, shoes. African children have always been the face of poverty, and that should be the responsibility of the men in the community. When you see women are born into abject poverty by their father and their mother, and they marry into poverty, there is a lot of probability that their life is going to end up in a generational poverty. Even their children are going to be, many of them are going to lack opportunities. So where is the gold digging? Where is the gold digging? Because I always see slave queen, or because somebody is slave queen, the person needs to go to 6 feet. I don't really understand. The moment you choose to do something better for yourself in this community, the moment you choose to be different, the moment you choose to level up mentally, financially, physically, people believe that you need to die, or something need to happen to you. We have seen so many countless videos that we see how most of these guys are treating women. Huh? Excuse me. Hello? Yeah, it's very weak. Yeah, it's your back. Yeah, it's your back. Okay. Mama, I asked you, what was it? You video with YouTube. Go. Yeah, we are. Yeah, ma. Yeah. You too. My mom just called me to say hi. So I see the moment a woman choose to think different, the moment a woman choose to do better, the moment a woman just bath out of poverty, you see the community, everybody want to take her to back to where she's coming from, either by people saying things, heal things about her, people trying to bring her down, people trying to accuse you or make you feel bad that you don't deserve to live in a clean house, you don't deserve to have a good clothes, you don't deserve to be okay mentally, the way you think everything. People think that you don't deserve that because you are just an African woman. And I want to tell you, ladies, many of you, you need to stop listening to most of these men. Hi, Millie. Hi, good evening. Many of you just need to stop listening to these men. Stop listening. African women have suffered too much. We have suffered too much, even to the extent that we now do a competition like who suffer pass. Who do you know what I suffered? The other one will say, do you know what I suffered? Like there is too much scars that many women have like they have taken just because they want the best for themselves. You see, in Nigeria today, many women have gone down to 6 feet just because they want the best for themselves. Because some men will just pretend like, oh, come on, let me take you to the best hotel, let me take you to best restaurant. At the end of the day, most of these women end up in 6 feet, and we have to justify that behavior. We have to say the women are greedy, the women are this. Nobody ever talk about these bastards. Nobody ever talk about them. Nobody. They have teach the African women to justify the most devilish acts and the most evil acts that they can practice on women. Rituals everywhere with women. And you see women coming out to justify these things. You see men coming out to justify these things, that these women are greedy, these women are this, these women are that. Are we okay? Are we sick? Are we all sick? Are we all okay as people? Are we really, really okay? For somebody to justify something that is so devilish, like sending someone sisters, someone daughters, someone auntie to 6 feet. And you say the women are greedy. Meanwhile, these criminals parading everywhere, you have the face to justify their behavior. I saw a video the other day. I was like, the write-up that was on the video was so heartbroken to me. I think many of us are going through mental illness in Africa. We need to wake up the way we think. We need to level up the way we think. No matter how we complain about the government, if we don't think in a certain way, nothing is going to work out. A community where women are maltreated, a community where women are being treated in this way, nothing is going to good will ever come out from that community. Because every one of you have a sister, you have a auntie, you have a daughter who will want their daughter to be treated with what most of us are seeing on the internet. How most of our women are being brutalized, have been sent to 6 feet for no good reason. Because they wanted a date out, because they wanted something, because they wanted a relationship. That is just enough for you to be demonized in this community. Just because you want something good for yourself, it becomes a problem. You become a slave queen. You become so. You become greedy. These are women that were born into poverty, abject poverty. What will make them not to dream of living that poverty? Because I'm going to say another thing. The person you marry, the place you marry, the man you marry, the person you marry, play a big and a vital role in your life. How financially stable you are going to be. Some women can work very hard and be financially stable, and the next minute they choose a partner that don't have anything to offer them. Those money, those things that they have worked very hard for are going to the drain. So what are we talking about? Women want this, African women want this. Because most African women are the problem too. They don't have standard. And when we try to put standard, you see them, they will come after you. They will say, hey, you are asking for this, you are asking for that, you don't deserve it. Many of us need to level up mentally. Stop allowing these men to tell you what you want. Stop allowing them to put standard on you when they don't even have standard for a relationship. Many of them can sleep with whoever they want to sleep with. They can abandon you any moment with children. They can do whatsoever they want with you. Why can't you have a standard as women? You allow them to tell you you don't deserve this. The moment you want a man that have a job which is a basic thing for even a child, anybody, they will tell you you asking too much because you want a man that works, because you want a man that provide, because you want a man that responsible for you and your children. They will say you go digging. You ask for too much because they have nothing to offer you. Let me tell you the truth. They are crying. They want to do women these dirty things because they have nothing to offer you. Because any group of men that have something to offer a woman, don't cry around, whine around, because a woman need a man that can work, a man that can create a wealth, a man that can provide for her and her children. No right man in their right senses whine or cry around because a woman said she deserves a man that is working, a man that can be a husband and a boyfriend, and be a father to the children, financially, emotionally. I'm talking about commitment, full commitment of being a father. Because you don't want a man that is keeping a side chick at the same time keeping you and can't even take care of you. Many of you look crazy and you are married. Many of you are tied down in poverty by these people. And they are the same people that go around, they want to do dirty to women because a woman choose not to tolerate their poverty lifestyle and their mentality that is keeping them in poverty for long. They want to drag you along with them, with this poverty life and generation. African women hold African men down for long. I think it's time these women need to start going. You just need to start going. You need to start leveling up. You need to start wanting the best for you. Start throwing all those people that the moment you say you want something good for yourself, they're so pissed off with you. They want to send you to 6 feet. They say things about other women. And this woman, she said, I don't have money. She did not want to date me. And the next thing, I will do her dirty. I will do this. I will purposely get her pregnant. Those type of dirty mentality that many of them have. Because many of you see most of the mentality of these guys and you still continue to be with them. Many of them don't have a job. They have never worked one day in their life. They spend all their life complaining about the government. Why you do better as a woman more than them? Many of you, your muzzle is just big as the one of a man because you work very hard. But after you finish working all those things, you want to stay with a man that have 2-3 times more stronger than you, that will come and stay with you doing nothing. You feeding them, you taking care of them, and you see them whining around on the internet that you don't deserve anything. But they want to take advantage of everything inside your womb. They want to take advantage of you, your beauty, your life, and everything. And they say you don't deserve anything. You don't need to go dig. These are people that don't even have gold. The gold they have in Africa is being taken away by a group of men like them. They can't even do nothing about it. Why they cry that you digging gold? You're a gold digger. The moment they can take you to GT fried rice of how much, they think you're a gold digger. If they can take you to KFC, you're a gold digger. If they can buy you just basic things, many of them want to send you to 6 feet because of that basic things they bought for you. Most of the time you see them, oh, I want my car. Give me this thing back. I bought with one for her. They want to come out. They want to remove your wig in the public because they bought it for you. Stay away from these guys, ladies, and be safe. Stay away from these people. This is not normal. The video I saw on somebody's WhatsApp estado, I don't know what how I want to put it in English. Anyway, in Spanish is estado when timeline, WhatsApp timeline. That video was really, really alarming. Like, seriously? Like, seriously? That somebody can do this to your fellow human being, and you say, oh, because there was a writing on that video, like, because you don't want to stay with your broke boyfriend, look at what is happening to you. And you see somebody's daughter being doing dirty like that, somebody's daughter being chop like that, and you say because you justifying that. Imagine somebody that wrote that, how dangerous that person could be, how wicked that person could be, how crazy that person could be, that because you don't want to stay with your boyfriend, your broke boyfriend, and create generational poverty, so you deserve to be sent to the 6 feet. I think all of you that have this mentality, you should begin to visit psychologists. You should begin to visit psychiatric hospital, because you are not normal. You are not normal. Many African men have hold African women down. They hold them, they chain them. Not to think something positive for them, something that will benefit them. The moment anything can benefit African women, it is a problem. It is practically a problem. If they are not adding the men into it, if they are not taking their glory and giving it to the men, it is a problem. Ladies, you have to think. You have to think about yourself. Nobody is going to think about you. If they are in the government, they don't think about you. They don't think about your children. I think it is time, African women, you need to wake up. You need to start thinking about yourself, because enough is enough. The moment they see you dressed up, it is a man that gave you that money. You are prostituting that moment. Both the women are the problem too, because most of the women raise these men. They raise them in the wrong way. We are going to talk about that next time. This is so disgusting. The behavior that many of us and the mentality that many of us are buying into. Many girls, many women are disappearing every day. Nobody knows where they are. Even if we know where they are, people are justifying their disappearance. People are justifying them being sent to 6 feet. People are justifying them being done dirty by saying they deserve it. They want to look for something better. She was a slave queen. She was looking for a man with money. That is why she ended up in the hotel. Do dirty the way they saw her. Even if that criminal is caught up tomorrow, the police will not do anything to him. And the internet will be like, oh, she was looking for money. Instead of her, both the stupid women all over social media, they will be like, oh, she was looking for money. She was looking for money. That is why she got what she got. This thing need to stop. This thing need to actually stop. This is not normal. This is not normal anymore. At all. It's not normal. It's not normal. We just have to think about it, okay? We have to think about it. Because every time we always try to make excuse for these people. Every time. You see the women making excuse for them. That this girl, she have a boyfriend though, but she went to the hotel with another one. And this is what happened to her. I think this is just too much. It's too much burden for African women. And many of you are having children in an environment that is not safe for your children because of the men in the community. Because they are always being justified. They always they never did anything wrong. Everything they do wrong is right. And you want a good government, you want a good country. Where do you find that? In a country where people are doing something publicly wrong and everybody is justifying them. A country where the women are not protected. The country where the children are not protected. And you want a good country. Where? Where? A country where women can be used for ritual purpose. And you all like, you always have justification for all this nonsense. You always have justification. If you want to go to comment and start reading comment to you, you see how disgusting many of you Nigerians are. And you will be the first to come to social media and start saying, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is bad. Where is that your mentality of writing nonsense on social media? Where do you think it's going to? Into Nigeria, where you can't think. Many of you cannot even see good and bad. You can't even differentiate it anymore. Everything is normal to you. All these women are greedy. They were looking for money, so they deserve to be chopped into pieces. I think we should stop. We should just stop at this stage. Both men and women that continue to justify all these bastards and nuisance. I think you all should stop. You should just stop. Too much violence in that country. Too much. Too much women getting missing every day. Do dirty too, and nobody look for them. And even if they found them, there is a justification why they will do dirty. Yes, they were looking for money. They are greedy. They are this. There is always justification. I watched a video the other day where one man, I went to the Facebook to check, he's a family man. He have a wife, he have children, he have a daughter. It's like justifying a woman that was brutalized. When you talk about brutal, you need to see how she was being cut on her face. For the rest of her life, she's going to be with that scar. I'm going to analyze the video the man did. With their manipulative video, they will say something that if you have brain, you can be able to understand how nothing many of them are on this social media space. That is why I'm begging you ladies, stop listening to these people. Many of them are sick. They are not okay. They are not okay. Many of them are nothing but angry birds. Angry birds. They will always want to justify nonsense about you. They will always want to justify nonsense. They will always want to justify. They will always want to justify why something is being done to you. They will always want to say, you deserve it. Yes, you deserve it. You deserve it. Really? Huh? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. African women need to breathe. We actually need to breathe. We have been through a lot. We have been through a lot. To the extent the men that we bet, they believe we don't deserve something better. They believe we don't deserve it because nobody is holding the government accountable. Nobody is holding the men accountable. It's so painful when you see so many videos how many women are being treated. It's so painful. So painful. We need to wake up as people. We need to stand as women and ask for what truly we deserve as human beings. No woman on this planet Earth is being treated like this. The Arab, the Europeans, they have their own space as women. Their men don't carry their mouth to come and throw into their lives, how they want to live their life, how they want better for themselves. Actually, their men even prepare the best for them. Buying at large, majority of them, their men want them to do better, want them to shine, want them to slay, want them to be comfortable, want them to have a clean house where their children can grow up, where their women can develop themselves. But our own is different. The moment a woman wants the best for herself is a problem. Even most of the women are not helping matters. They are not helping matters at all. They are the number one problem we have, because most of them raise these boys in the wrong way. They raise them to be a problem to the women. They raise them to be problematic to the society, because many of them marry those problematic men and they want their children to continue. They continue to fuel the stereotype. They continue to make sure their sons treat the women bad. Enough of this slave. A slave queen. The moment a woman bath is a slave queen. The moment she change her clothes, she's a slave queen. She's going out with sugar daddy. The men, I see them cry all the time. Just because a woman is doing better, it is a problem to them. Most of you guys that have this mentality, you need to change. And most of you women that have this mentality, you need to really, really change. You are not helping us as African people. You are not helping us as human beings. You creating monsters every day. Monsters that will become problematic in the black community. With the way you raise your boys, with the way you raise your male children, it is very, very wrong. Because most of you raise these boys, because most of their fathers are not at home. Most of them have left with another woman. Most of you raise them in the wrong way. You allow them to become a problem to other women because their own father was a problem to you, and you want your children to go to the world and torment other women. We need to wake up. We actually need to wake up. This is not nice anymore. This is not nice anymore. It's not nice. It's not nice at all. The suffering, the stress of African women. African women have been the face of poverty. Nothing like gold digging. If you like, tell me that our culture, all the days before, you people were very rich. Where is the riches? Where is the riches? Where is the money? In the la 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 land, or the delusion. Many of us are so delusional in this community. Too much delusion. Too much, I was rich. No. Let's talk about reality. Right from, I'm more than 30 now. Right from when I was very small, I've seen the struggle in the pictures, in real life of African women. They have to fight for everything. They have to fight for everything. Even the love of African men, for them to be loved, it is a problem. When are we going to breathe as women? When are we going to clothe ourselves with beautiful clothes and not be judged? When are we going to feed our children with better food, better clothes, better environment, and not being judged by our own men? This is so ridiculous. It's so painful. And a lot of things need to be documented and put to light because too much of lies. Oh, yeah, in our father's time, my father was working, he was taking care of my mother. So how come you end up in Libya? How come you end up in the Mediterranean Sea? How come you were, that is, how come? How come? Many of you are feeding your parents. If they were so capable, if they were so wealthy, how come many of the parents can't do without you, the women? Many men in the fathers depend fully on their girls to take care of them. The Chinese create clothes. They have fabricas for clothes. Their women dress gracefully, beautifully. The Arab, the Turkish, everybody dress beautiful, except the moment African woman dress beautiful, either she's a slut, she's a gold digging, she have a sugar daddy. There must be something why she dress properly. There must be something why she's clean, she's slaying. There must be something why she smile. She have left a poverty boyfriend, a broke boyfriend. And this moment, she deserves to go to 6 feet in the brain of many of you. We should start changing our mentality. Eh? We should just start changing everything about us. And be in a culture that want the best for everybody. Clothing, dressing properly is a basic thing. It is a basic thing. A woman making her nails look beautiful, doesn't behave or look like a man, is a normal thing in a normal society. But when it comes to Africa, because most of the men can't truly provide for their women, whether by the government, by being married, by being in just the normal concept between a man and a woman, it becomes very problematic when it comes to us. We need to actually stop at this moment because this is getting out of hand. It is really, really getting out of hand. I'm going to stop this video right now. If you see this video, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share. It is the real Edo Girl. I love you all, everybody. Bye-bye.